Hey fanboys, hey fangirls, Carnell Holley here, and we are on location at Southern-Fried Gaming Expo, and I am with.
Laura Faye Smith.
Now, you are most notably for, since I can't see this right now, but which character for Mario?
Princess Rosalina.
Now, I've seen the movie. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie, but I'm pretty excited. There's a little. I don't want to do any spoilers, but there's a little nod to your character,
Okay.
so not to get too far into the movie. As far as your voice acting, like how did you uh, get this role?
Well, I think most people know that I'm the third person to voice Rosalina. There were two other actresses who did it before me, so I got an audition through my agent, and I went in and read for her. And they kind of wanted me to. At first, they had me do some kind of voice matching of a previous recording, and then they wanted me to put my own spin on that. And then I ended up getting cast. And so my first game was Super Mario 3D World in 2013, and I've done games since then.
I'm trying to.
That's the one where she turns into a cat.
I think introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played all of them. I'm trying to remember where's that form in line with the mythos. But as far as getting into the whole voice acting game, like how did you get into it?
I'm an actor. Like I've done a lot of theater and stuff. Like that was kind of my background was as a theater actor, and then I had an on-camera. We called it in Portland like an on-camera agent, and she submitted me for a couple voiceover jobs, and so I think I did like a job for like a commercial job for like not commercial even an industrial like an in-house job for training people for Kroger stuff. Like it was not exciting or interesting or fun like this at all. It
Right.
was just like training like the employees how to like manage that. So it's like something if you got hired you go and watch and like you're part of your employee training like never to be seen by the public. Like that's like the first voiceover I did. And I've done lots of like commercials and industrials and things like that. When this came along, I was super excited because it was like actually getting to act. Like it was fun. You're playing a character and you're doing a voice and the character in like exciting and interesting situations. So that was really exciting when that came along to do something like this.
That's awesome. Like so between gaming and anime, what pulls you to these characters? I'm just like, um, what would you prefer more?
You know, really no preference. Like I love any kind of like animation video game type thing because like I said, it's more fun than doing an industrial for like a bank or something, which is more straightforward. Not that I mind doing those things either. Like that's still fun. And sometimes even in commercials, you really get to act like, okay, you're the annoyed wife in this, so you're playing a character. But there are times, where you're just like the voice of a brand or something like that. So it's just a little more straightforward. But I am this kind of work, no matter what it is, I don't really have a preference. I love anime because I think the artwork tends to be so beautiful. But being part of like these games, which are so loved by so many people, like when you come to Comic Con, there's so many people who come up and talk about how like I've been playing this since I was a little kid. I love this game so much. I've had people come up and say we played this as a family during COVID. This just like got us through. It kept us sane. Like that kind of stuff. You're like, wow, that's so great that you're involved in something that meant something to people, and even to like the fact that it's the whole family, like it meant something to them. Like kids can play with their parents, and
Sure.
they all have a good time, and I love that. Like that's so it's so sweet.
Yeah, well, Nintendo is a very family friendly. It's like especially the Wii. It's like just families got to be involved.
Yeah.
But with the fans, like what's the most notable moment that you've had with your fans?
Oh gosh, there's so many. You know what I think? One of the things that I've noticed the most that I've really liked being at cons because last year was the first time I started doing Comic Cons at all. And I didn't know what to expect at all. Like I was kind of like, what's it going to be like? Are people going to be nice? Or they got to be, and the amount of like people, first of all, people who come up that they're excited about it, that they're so excited to like come and meet you, or that when they hear you talk and or you do the voice, that they're surprised and delighted for that, because it's like usually coming out of their TV, it's coming out of a person who's sitting there. It's like, oh, that sounds like that's really fun to like kind of see that, especially with little kids, who aren't like adults know like they're like I know that a person somewhere is doing that, but kids sometimes like they're like oh like a human does that, like that's not a cartoon that just talks on its own. That's fun to see. But I love how nice fans tend to be to each other. Like when you're watching people in line, be like, "Can I like your costume? Can I take a picture of you?" Like that. Comic Con is such a great place for people with so many like interests and passions to be around each other and to celebrate the stuff that they like together. that camaraderie. I think it's so cool, and you don't like see that in places, right? We're like total strangers, but are being so kind to each other and meeting and connecting. It's kind of awesome.
So I what I like.
You like what I like, and okay, and I thought I was like, you realize how many people like the same thing, like that there's hundreds, not just like a few. Um, you know, and you really just see a lot of acceptance and kindness from stuff like that.
So when you're amongst your people, it's just like I can be me, and I'm just like normally like I like this, but I don't usually share this with this person because they might not like it.
Yeah, and I get to dress up as like whatever I want. You know, like I get to go play this crazy character out of this game.
Have you ever cosplayed as Rosalina?
I haven't. I've talked about doing it. I need to like get the costume, and I have to say, I was much more open to it before I started coming to Comic Con and saw how good. Like
This is true. There's levels to
it's
it.
intimidating. You're like, I don't know if I could ever do it as good as that person did it. Like people come in as Noelle, and they have spent years building the 3D armor on a 3D printer, and it's impeccable. Like it's an impeccable Noelle, and that is not a simple costume.
It's
Like
not.
I mean, if you look at all the like the detail and they got it down to the shoe. Like they've got like stuff that they put over their shoes. It is unbelievable. And actually, when there's good cosplay, like I try to take a lot of pictures and post like a reel on my Instagram, and because that's one of the things I was excited about. Like first coming out, seeing all this, I'm so passionate about it.
Well, since we're here, like, what are you looking forward to at this convention?
Just meeting people, like getting to meet people who like these projects. And I'm also excited to like go in and walk around there. Like I hear I haven't had a chance to go in there yet, but
It's a little loud, but it's just like okay, we're seeing all the old school gaming, the pinballs.
Yeah.
And it's like you're there.
I know, it is really exciting to see it.
Oh, good. So I'm not a hardcore gamer, but would you consider yourself what level are you with the game?
I would put I mean, I have, listen, when I first played Nintendo, it was because my college roommate, like, got her PlayStation or whatever, and we were playing it, and I thought we were all going to flunk out. We played it nonstop. Like, we were, like, playing more than we were going to class. And, like, we would play in shifts. Like, one of us would be gone, and one would come home and be like, I learned to fly today. Be like, oh my God, Jimmy, how to fly.
Which game is this?
This was just Super Mario, I want to say. We were like playing that, but it was obsessive playing. So I have had to like put limits on myself around any game I start to play because you can spend hours and hours and hours into the effect of getting nothing else in your life done. So I would say Genshin has been harder to learn because it's an open world. And you really have to kind of just get in there and explore, and that takes more time.
And this is on PlayStation?
It's free actually, and you can like download it on your phone. Genshin. It's gotcha game though, so like there's in-app stuff that you can do, like purchases and whatever, the gotcha and stuff. But yeah, and then I have gone through phases of playing the Mario games where I like played it on that, and then I won a Game Boy in a raffle like at one point, and then I was like obsessively playing again, and then I got a DS Lite at one point because I was in a show with someone who had one, and I was playing his backstage, and I'm like, this is so great. And he goes, give me your money, I'll go get you one. And I was like, okay, so he would got me like this, and I still have that. But it just like, it goes in phases for me, like we're all like kind of play obsessively, and I'd be like, you got to put that away for a while.
What's your comfort game?
Of the Mario?
Or just in general?
Like Mario Kart, I've always thought was really fun. I love racing Mario Kart. I think it's really fun.
Okay. And who's your favorite character?
Rosalina.
Okay.
But I would tell you, I used to like race a Peach all the time.
Okay. Did you play any soccer yet?
I have not played
soccer.
No, but I hear she's great at this.
It's a beast. I've played. It's like okay, I gotta learn the controls. I just can't. But as far as like why you're here, like what should the fans expect from you for this weekend?
I would hope that people would come over, whether they can, like, because I think sometimes people think, oh, if I can't afford a print or something, I shouldn't come over. Come over and say hi. I'm here to meet you. I'm here to say hello. I'm here to meet you. So please come by, say hi. If you want to buy a print, there's prints. If you want to just ask a question or talk, we're here for that too.
So how would they be able to reach you on social media?
Oh, my account for Instagram is just my name. Laura Faye Smith is my Instagram handle, so you can follow me there. I'm on Twitter, but I'm mostly on Instagram. That's where I'll post most of my content. And anything about like upcoming cons and other cities and stuff. That's where I put it. So, yeah.
Come out and meet her.